Affirmations, words and thoughts you think or say and believe to be true. So these are statements that we make every day. I am beautiful. I am successful. I am healing. I am attracting things for my highest good. I have everything I need and more. I am grateful. These are all statements that we use every day. And if you think about the way that you think and the thought processes that you've been kind of trained to have from childhood, the belief systems, the belief structures that we have. So if you have a parent who is always saying something like, money doesn't grow on trees, we can't afford that. What do you think? I'm made of money, or those houses up there, those are for the rich people. Like, that becomes your programming. I like to use that one as an example because it's an abundance blocker right there. That's a great way to believe that you're not worthy of an abundance, that it's for someone else. So you believe that, so you actually make that your way of being, and your way of thinking attracts the kind of experiences that are in alignment with that. So when we have an illness or a symptom, sometimes we own it. We're like, my anxiety, my arthritis, my cancer, and we call it ours, and we make it part of us. We have forgotten the power of our thoughts. We weren't taught this in school. Our parents didn't really know this. This is kind of a new concept for us at this point in our lives, but it is, our thoughts and our words have energy. So when we're using the language in our day-to-day lives, like if you go to the doctor for something and they say, you're going to be on this drug forever, for the rest of your life, or you have this disease, it's so rare and it's incurable, you can take that and you can believe it. And then you can actually amplify the energy of that belief by carrying on with that language. If somebody says, you can heal yourself with something, and you say, oh, well, it's not healable, but maybe it'll help, then that's the reality that you're going to have. But if you truly believe that if you change your thoughts, you can change your life, and I'm going to reference You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, because this was a game changer for me. This book and the documentary that went along with it, it made me so aware of every single thought I was having. And it also gave me the self-awareness of where my thought viruses, as Wayne Dyer calls them, came from. They came from childhood. They came from things I heard. Scarcity mindset. If you grew up with a single parent, you have a little bit of a lack mentality or scarcity mindset, or maybe you have a belief that you carry the belief that because this was part of your family situation, then this is just always going to be the way it is. I am the way that I am because of this. And then you just leave it at that. And then it never changes and evolves and heals. So if you could be more mindful of the thoughts that you're thinking on a day-to-day basis, and even after hearing me talk about this, or seeing this book or anything like that, you have a new awareness of it because you've heard it. It's been like instilled in you that if I change my thoughts, I could change my life. If I heal myself, or if I change the way I believe about something, like say a doctor gives you some diagnosis. Some people take that diagnosis and then they decline. Some people take the diagnosis and they say, okay, I have a new empowered way of being. I can change the way I think. I could change the way I eat. I could change the way my whole entire lifestyle, whatever it takes. But if you believe that you can't heal, that is what your belief system is going to create for you. So food for thought. Thoughts have energy. We are energy. Every physical symptom is created from the dis-ease of our energy, gives us the diseases in our body. Why not try using different language when you talk about your feelings, when you talk about your worth, your value, there's a chart in here that gives you the problem, the physical problem, which is, I call an opportunity, a new thought pattern, or sorry, the probable emotional root cause of it, and then a new thought pattern. So an affirmation is a new thought pattern. So let me just go with something that a lot of people can relate to. Gray hair. The root cause, stress, a belief in pressure and strain. Oh, I gotta go to work. This is so hard. I have all of this stuff going on, and you have this mindset, then you're creating the experience. Or, oh, well, my relative had gray hair early on in life, and so then this person had it early on in life, so I'm definitely going to have that early on in life. There, you just created it. So the new thought pattern, which is an affirmation, is I am at peace and comfortable in every area of my life. I am strong and capable. So I'll just throw this out there. We don't get anything that we can't handle. We can handle whatever life gives us. It's our mindset that gets us through, either with grace and ease or with stress and frustration. So this is just an opportunity for you to go within, see what is bothering you physically, and when did it start, and what was going on in your life at the time, and how could you change the way you think about it. Let me just go one more. There's so many in there. But what is very common? Constipation. Refusing to release old ideas. Stuck in the past. Sometimes stinginess. The affirmation is, as I release the past, the new and fresh and vital enter. I allow life to flow through me. It just makes sense. I find it just very practical information. Practical ways to heal yourself. And this wasn't just willy-nilly some random author. This is Louise Hay. She's like the grandmother of changing your thoughts. She lived to like 99 or something like that. She healed herself of vaginal cancer. She developed vaginal cancer because of sexual abuse that she experienced. Thus, the area of the physical symptoms, healed herself because someone told her, if you change your thoughts, you can change your life. And so she wrote this book, and there's stuff about resistance to change, because we all have an unwillingness sometimes to change the way we see things, to change the way we think about things. I highly recommend this book. You can, if you don't want to buy it brand new, you can find these at used bookstores. I'm sure there's lots of information online. If you have certain issues, you could look up an affirmation. And it's not something that you just say like and you're lying to yourself. It's a willingness to change the energy of that thought. So for example, I used to have, you as a mom, you go about your business and you're cleaning your house and you're feeling resentful because the rest of the family's not helping or something like that. And then you just create more stress and frustration for yourself. I saw an affirmation once, and I posted it above my kitchen sink. Pardon my dogs, they're just having a good time. I posted it above my sink where I'm usually doing those kinds of chores. And it said something like, I have teamwork in my family. We all help each other out. The household flows smoothly, whatever. So every time I was doing the dishes and I was feeling disgruntled because people were doing their own thing and not really helping, and I felt like I was doing it alone, and I was building resentment, which that can be toxic when you leave that build up in there. I would read this affirmation and I would change the way I would view it and be like, they can help me. So if I say these things over and over again, then things will change. And then someone would just emerge into the kitchen and offer to help, or someone would just go into their room and take care of something, and like it would just start to happen. So I'm telling you, it works. You have to be willing to change your beliefs and change how you feel about something. If it's something from your past that's created the problem, the physical problem right now, you have to be willing to change how you perceive it, because things that happened in your past happened. our parents parented us with the dents that they had, and then the parents before them parented them with the dents that they had, and so on and so forth. And then it comes down the line, and these dents are your belief systems and your patterns of thought. Anyway, something worth thinking about, to be mindful of your thoughts, guys. And anyway, you can change your life. You can heal your life. You can heal things with a willingness to change the way you perceive it.